All right, number 2. Dear Billy eats too much cake, bitch tits, Burr. Well, that was just, too long to be funny, but, just enough detail to be mean. All right, hey, hi, I am 28-year-old male. 28 years old was the last time I had abs. And I'll tell you right where I lost them. I went to that Carney hot dog fucking train car, and I went in there. Somebody goes, have you ever tried chili cheese fries? And I said, no, I have not. And I ate those fucking thing, and my belly has been distended ever since. But they were delicious. Speaking of which, I went back there yesterday, or 2 days ago, because I was hungry. I needed something quick, and what's better than a hot dog? Quick, right? And they had the Red Baron, old Freckles. Old fire engine Red Freckles got the Red Baron. Was absolutely delicious. I got one. It was perfect. And shout out to them. All right. Anyway. Hi, I'm a 28-year-old male, and I have a what I should have said story. A few years back, I worked with a girl, and because of the laws of proximity and horniness, we started dating. Both our jobs conveniently started ending at the same time, so we were both looking for jobs at a similar time as well. I found a job pretty quickly while she went through interviews. Finally, after a few months, she found a pretty awesome job, and they hired her. Good for her, right? Well, little did I know she would turn into a total cunt, because power and psychopaths mix like coke and booze. Did she meet a new guy at the job, I'm guessing? Well, we traded stories about our new job, and she constantly one-upped me. She even would brag about how she was making more money right to my face. Oh, God. There we go. That's a great one. This is what feminists would say. Well, you should be strong enough. You should be strong. It's like, well, if a guy was making more money than you and he threw it in your face, would you enjoy that? That's different. Why is that, hairy leg fucking person? Because it happened to me. All right, one day as the relationship was ending and I was finding self-respect again, we were riding in the car and she was being cunty as usual. She blurted out, I always tell my coworkers that if they ever need me, my door is always open now. Now, at the time, I didn't really respond because I still wanted to bang her, but this made me lose it on the inside. Literally, as soon as she got out of the car and was out of earshot, I said to myself, well, bitch, you work in a fucking cubicle, so you don't have much of a choice. It was just the last straw in a series of ridiculous bragging from her. Anyway, I think about that at least once a month. I kind of want to call her just to say it, but fuck it. Water under the bridge, I guess. Yeah, dude, it is. That, and you had a great line, too. I mean, dude, if you did that right then and then broke up with her on top of that, there's a reason why that happens in movies. Because it's a movie. It's not real. To fucking be able to do that in real time. I remember one time I was on this, I think I've told this story before. That's all of my stories at this point when you do a podcast solo for the better part of fucking 2 decades. I did this trip. It was me, my brother, my grandmother at the time. I know. We were great grandkids, okay? She was alone at the time. We said, hey, we're going to go see the Southwest. Why don't you come along with us, right? So we take her to all the tourist sites during the day, and at night, me and my brother would go out and get ripped. You know, we had a great fucking time. So anyway, but we brought her along, Grand Canyon and all of that shit. So at one point, we went into some fucking restaurant somewhere around the Grand Canyon, and we went in there, and there was some fucking waitress, and she fucking hated her job. And she was being, it was so, I look back to it now, it was almost like an SNL character. And she was just going like, she was like, can I help you? Would you like anything to drink? Like she was talking to us like that, right? So finally it came around to me, and I just go, yeah, can I get 2 eggs over easy, some bacon, and some toast? She goes, what kind of toast? And I go, white toast, right? And it got real fucking quiet, and she glared at me. And I glared at her for half a second, and then I looked away because I was like, this is going to be, I don't even know why. I bitched up. I looked away. But when she left, I remember my grandmother was very proud of me. She, you know, her old fucking, you know, lived through the Depression grip, grabbed my hand. I go, is that too much? And she goes, no, her attitude is terrible. Oh, her attitude is terrible. Because she came up in the time when the customer was always right. But then I'm not going to lie to you, man. I kept my eye on her the whole time when she was making my toast to make sure she didn't fucking spit on it. But that's the closest I think I ever came to in real, before I became like a comedian, and I can do it on stage just because that's what you have to do. I learned to do that, but still off stage, I still don't do it. I can definitely do a tirade of F-bombs, and then make whatever the other person just did pale in comparison to whatever the fuck I just said. I'm not talking about not being able to. I've done that. Because of this time, I can't even say what the fuck I said. But this guy, I'm going to tell this story at some point. I'm just going to tell this story. But I have to tell it to someone who's gay. What I said to this guy in a crosswalk that I almost ran over because I didn't see him, and I tried to apologize to him and he wouldn't have it. Whatever, I'll tell that story someday.